Hello everyone. Now we have to discuss the power relations in AC circuits. Okay. So in order to discuss the power relations, we have to discuss the voltage and current. Means we have to write the voltage equation and current equation. Okay. First, instantaneous value of voltage V is equals to Vm, maximum value of voltage, sin omega t, sin omega t. Next, instantaneous value of current is equals to Im, sin omega t. Now we have to consider the phase angle. Here the excitation is AC. Obviously, there is a phase displacement between these two quantities. Okay, whether it is lagging or leading, but there is a phase displacement between these two, that is voltage and current. Obviously, there is a phase displacement between those two quantities, whether it is lagging or leading. Okay. Now, I am going to consider the lagging power factor in current. Okay. Now, I am going to consider the minus phi. You can consider in voltage also. Okay. For example, Vm sin omega t plus phi, Im sin omega t, as your wish. Now, in my assumption, I am going to consider in case of current, that is lagging power factor, okay, minus phi. Then, instantaneous value of power P is equals to what? Simply instantaneous value of voltage into I, right. Now, P is equals to, what is the value of voltage? Capital Vm sin omega t, Im sin omega t minus phi, which is equals to Vm Im sin omega t sin omega t minus phi. This is sin A, sin B form. So, what is the formula? So, in order to get, simply I am going to write like this, Vm Im and 2 into sin omega t sin omega t minus phi. Here I am going to multiply it with what? Half and 2. 2 to cancel, finally, we got this equation. So, can we write like this? Obviously, there is no problem at all. Okay. Half into Vm Im, 2 into sin omega t minus phi. This could be 2 sin A sin B form, 2 sin A sin B form. So, what is the equation? So, 2 sin A sin B, which is equal to what? Cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. This is the formula. This is the formula, right. Now, P is equals to half Vm Im. This is, we have to write cos of omega t minus omega t plus phi, cos of omega t minus omega t plus phi, again minus cos of omega t cos A plus B. Here A is nothing but omega t, here B is nothing but omega t minus phi. So, omega t plus omega t minus phi, plus omega t minus phi. Now, P is equals to half into Vm Im. Here omega t cancel, finally, we got cos phi minus cos of 2 omega t plus phi. So, P is equals to half into Vm Im cos phi minus half Vm Im cos of 2 omega t plus phi. cos of 2 omega t plus phi. So, this is 1, this is 2. Half Vm Im cos phi minus half Vm Im cos of 2 omega t plus phi. Here this is what 2 into omega t, that is double frequency term. Double frequency, for example, if we consider the sine wave, this is omega t, no? What is the average value here? Average value is equals to, if we consider full cycle, 0 for full cycle, that is omega t, omega t, omega t, omega t, omega t 1, omega t 2 is nothing but double frequency term, no? So, if we consider over full cycle, means what? Double frequency term, double frequency term. So, obviously, what is the average value of this sinusoidal response over the full cycle? 0, 0. So, what will happen to this value? Finally, this total value is 0 equals to 0, because we have double frequency term here. So, half into Vm Im cos of 2 omega t plus phi, which is represents what? Average value, no? Half into Vm Im cos of omega t plus phi, average value. So, what is the average value over the full cycle? Why we are considering full cycle? Here 2 omega t 1, omega t 2. If we consider over full cycle, that is double frequency term. Then what is the average value here? 0. Then what is the total value for this second term? Should be equals to 0. Okay. See, in the second term, it contains double frequency term, and it is evident that magnitude of the average value is 0, since the average of sine wave of double frequency over full cycle is 0. That is why it should be considered as total 0. Now, we have only this part. Therefore, P is equals to Vm Im cos phi by 2. So, Vm Im cos phi by 2, which is equals to what? P is equals to, we can write it as Vm by root 2 Im by root 2 cos phi, which is equals to, what is the value of Vm by root 2, which is nothing but V RMS, right? If it is Im by root 2, I RMS cos phi, which is nothing but the average power, which is nothing but average power or RMS power or true power or active power. Okay. Simply it is nothing but, P is nothing but true power, active power, average power, RMS power. So, average power is equals to RMS power and useful power. True, active, average, RMS power are simply power. So, other names of this power. So, true power, active power, average power, RMS power, simply power or real power, real power. So, these are the other names of this power. Okay, that is V RMS into I RMS into cos phi, V RMS into I RMS into cos phi. Now, what is the average power or true power or active power or real power in case of pure inductor and pure capacitor? In case of pure inductor and pure capacitor, tell me. That is the average power P in case of pure inductor is what? 0. Why it is 0? In case of pure inductor, the phase angle between voltage and current is what? Exactly 90 degrees. No, in case of pure inductor, current lags V by 90 degrees, that is 90 degrees, right. That is current lags V by 90 degrees. Therefore, P is equals to what? V I cos 90, which is equals to 0. The average power in case of pure inductor is 0, like this. Like this, the average power in case of pure capacitor it is also 0. Why? Current leads voltage by exactly 90 degrees. In this case, current lags V by exactly 90 degrees. In this case, current leads exactly V by 90 degrees. V I cos 90, which is equal to 0. So, thus the average power in case of pure inductor, pure capacitor is 0. Okay. This is the power, that is true power, active power, average power, RMS power, real power. So, these are the other names of this power. Simply power means V I cos phi. Then V, if we provide V I cos phi means what? That V is nothing but RMS value of voltage, that current is nothing but RMS value of current. By default, it is RMS value. In the problem, for example, examiner provides the voltage he mentioned like this is nothing but RMS power, or if it is maximum power, he provides that is maximum power or VM. Okay. This is about power in case of AC circuits. Now, we have to discuss the important definitions. Those are real power, reactive power, apparent power and power factor. These are very important. So, first real power. So, we had a derivation, right? Vrms into Irms into cos phi, that is the product of RMS values of voltage and current with cos of angle between those two, which is nothing but real power, that is nothing but V I cos phi. Simply means what? This is by default, this is RMS voltage, RMS current. The units are nothing but watts or kilowatts. Like this, reactive power, that is a product of RMS values of voltage and current with sign of angle between those two quantities, that is Q. The representation is nothing but Q, which is nothing but Vrms into Irms into sin phi. This is the phase angle between voltage and current. The units are VAR or kVAR is nothing but volt ampere reactive. VR represents what? Volt ampere reactive. So, also called as wattless power or quadrature power, means useless power. Okay. Next, apparent power. So, it is the product of RMS values of voltage and current, that is it. Voltage and current, the units of voltage are V, the units of current are amps, that is why volt amp. Next, power factor. What is power factor? That is nothing but cos phi. The cosine of angle between V and I in any AC circuit is nothing but power factor, that is cos phi. The range of power factor is nothing but what? 0 to 1. That is why when we are going to get 0 for pure inductive and pure capacitive circuits, we are going to get 0. When we are going to get 1 for pure resistive circuit. This is for pure inductive and capacitive circuits. This one is for pure resistive circuit, that is 0 power factor for pure inductive and pure capacitive, that is 0 lagging, 0 leading power factor, that is the meaning. So, for pure inductive circuits, the power factor is nothing but what? Cos of 90 degrees, that is 0, means 0 lagging in case of inductive, 0 leading in case of capacitive. Like this, for pure resistive circuit, what is the phase angle? Phi is equals to what? 0, no? Always voltage and current are in phase. There is no phase displacement. So, cos of 0 is nothing but 1. So, for pure resistive circuit, the power factor is 1. Here, the angle is what? 90 degrees. This is very, very important. So, what is the note point? In any electrical equipment, improvement of power factor is highly desirable. That is, the power factor indicates the quality and performance of the electrical circuit. So, we have to get more value of power factor in any electrical equipment. So, if we have one power factor, means what? That equipment is good in performance. Okay, this is about real power, reactive power, apparent power and power factor. So, from this S equals to V into I, no? So, from this equation P is equals to V I cos phi. So, therefore, we have P is equals to S into cos phi. From this cos phi is equals to what? P by S, right? Power factor is nothing but what? Active power by apparent power, which is equals to active power by apparent power. Like this, here Q is equals to V I sin phi. Q is equals to V I sin phi. Therefore, Q is equals to S into sin phi. Sin phi is equal, sin phi is equals to what? Q by S. These are very important. So, from this cos phi is nothing but what? Active power by apparent power. So, this is all about real power, reactive power, apparent power, power factor. Now, we have to discuss the important comparison between all parameters. Okay? The contents are circuit, phase displacement between voltage and current, real power, reactive power, apparent power and power factor. Okay? If the circuit is consisting of pure resistive circuit with AC excitation, then the phase displacement between voltage and current is 0. Then the real power is nothing but what? V I cos of 0 is nothing but V I. Then reactive power V I sin 0, 0. What about apparent power? Simply it is V I. Now, coming to the power factor, if it is pure resistive circuit, the power factor is 0, unity. Why? Phi is equals to 0, cos 0 is nothing but 1. Then the power factor is nothing but unity. Next, if the circuit consisting of pure inductive circuit, that is pure L, then the power factor is what? Current lags voltage by exactly 90 degrees. That is why minus phi, no? If it is lagging, we are representing it with what? Minus phi, that is for minus 90. Then the real power is nothing but what? V I cos of 90, 0. Like this, V I, simply it is V I. What about the power factor? We are going to get cos of 90, 0, that is 0, and the nature is what? Lagging. Why it is lagging? Pure inductive circuits, that is why 0 lagging. If it is pure inductive circuits, the power factor is 0 lagging. Now, it is time for pure capacitive circuit, that is current leads voltage by exactly 90 degrees, that is if it is leading plus phi, that is plus 90. What about V I cos phi? 0. What about V I sin phi? V I. Then what about apparent power? V I. Then what is the power factor? 0 leading. Cos of 90 0, that is the power factor is current leads voltage by 90 degrees, that is leading, 0 leading. Then if the circuit consisting of combination of resistance and inductance, now it is not pure inductive circuit. Here the combination of R and L. Okay. In this case, the phase displacement between voltage and current is decreases, means D which is less than 90, that is which is present between 0 to 90. Okay. This is not pure inductive, this is not pure capacitive, 0 to 90. Then the power factor is nothing but real power is V I cos phi. Based upon the phase displacement, we have to calculate. Simply we can write it as formula V I cos phi. So, for example, if it is 75 degrees, V I cos of 75, we have to calculate the value. That is the thing. Okay. Depends upon the phase angle between those two, we have to calculate this V I sin phi, V I. What about the power factor? Combination of R L means obviously the power factor is lagging, but not 0 lagging. When we are going to get 0 lagging, if it is pure inductive circuit, then we are going to get 0 lagging, but here the combination of R and L now, that is why the power factor is lagging only. Okay. Now, if it is the combination of R and C, the phase displacement between voltage and current less than 90. So, real power is V I cos phi, reactive power is V I sin phi, and the apparent power is V I. Finally, the power factor is nothing but simply leading. So, this is very important comparison table among all the circuit parameters with real power, reactive power, apparent power and power factor. Now, we have to discuss the power triangle concept. So, why we need this power triangle concept? So, in order to represent active power, reactive power and apparent power at one place. Okay. So, this is the geometrical representation of active power, reactive power and apparent power. So, how many types of load we have? Resistive load, inductive and capacitive load. No? So, there is no need of power triangle for resistive load, because the phase angle between voltage and current is 0. That is why we need power triangle for inductive load as well as capacitive load. Okay. For inductive load, current lags voltage by some angle phi. Okay. This is not pure inductive load, current lags voltage by phi. Okay. Means what is the phasor? Simply, if it is voltage or if it is reference, current is always lags, no? Current is always lags. This is phi, which is negative. Why it is negative? Lagging power factor. So, voltage leads current by phi. The statement is correct, but current lags V by some angle. Okay. Like this, in case of capacitive load, current leads voltage by some angle phi. That is, if it is voltage, obviously the current should be like this. No, this is phi, which is positive. Current leads voltage by applied voltage. This is nothing but reference. Okay. Now, we have to draw the power triangle. So, with respect to this phasor representation, we have to draw the power triangle. First, we have to draw, this is nothing but cos phi. So, what is sin phi? Quadrature representation of this cos phi. So, this is sin phi. What is the resultant of these two? It is equals to, simply for example, this is I cos phi, this is I sin phi. What is the resultant of this phasor? Simply it is I, no, which is nothing but square root of I square cos square phi plus I square sin square phi, right. So, first I cos phi, I sin phi. So, this is the representation of this. See, both phasors looks like same. This is like this, this is like this, this is like this, this is like this. The resultant should be lagging with respect to this phasor. The resultant should be lagging with respect to this phasor. That is the meaning. So, this is what phi, which is negative, right. I cos phi, I sin phi, the resultant is what? I, which is equals to what? Similarly, the resultant is what? Like this, right. And now, I am going to multiply it with what? V I cos phi. Like this, I am going to multiply with what? Voltage V I sin phi. Now, the resultant between these two is nothing but V into I, right. Is there any change in the value? First, we have to write I cos phi, I sin phi and I. Now, I am going to multiply it with the same proportion of voltage, that is V into I, V into I, V into I. So, V I cos phi, V I sin phi, V I. Is there any change in the value? No, that is phi, which is negative. Similarly, like this, the resultant is like this. V I cos phi is nothing but what? Active power P. V I sin phi is nothing but what? Reactive power Q. V I is nothing but S phi, which is negative, right. So, this is the power triangle for inductive load, that is P, Q, S, and the phase angle between these two is nothing but phi, which is negative. Okay. From this, what is the power factor? Cos phi, which is equals to what? P by S, right. P by S. Okay. If for example, this is for example x, this is y, this is z. Therefore, cos phi is equals to P by S, that is x by z, x by z. It is better to write not x y. If it is for example r, this is x, this is z. Resistive component, reactive component, this is the resultant of these two, that is z is nothing but what? Square root of r square plus j x whole square. J x, we will discuss what is this j in detail later. So, square root of r square plus j x square. From this cos phi is what? R by z, R by z. So, this is the power triangle for inductive load. So, like this, with respect to this phasor diagram, we have to draw the power triangle for capacitive load. First, we have to write the cos phi component, that is I cos phi. The current leads this phasor by some phase angle. So, like this, obviously, we are going to get I sin phi, and the resultant is what? I. Current leads this phasor by some angle, that is phi positive, that is phi positive. So, similarly, we can write it as V I cos phi, V I sin phi, the resultant is what? Simply it is V I, which is nothing but the phase angle is phi, which is equals to positive. The same phasor should be P Q, and the resultant is what? S. This is phi, which is positive. From this also, cos phi is nothing but P by S. At any case, cos phi is nothing but P by S. So, this is the power triangle for inductive load, and that is the power triangle for capacitive load. Now, we have to discuss some problems. So, in an AC circuit, the voltage is 100 sin omega t plus 30 volts, current is 5 sin omega t minus 30 amps. Find active power, reactive power and apparent power. So, to calculate active power, reactive power and apparent power, first we have to calculate the power factor. So, which is V I cos phi, V I sin phi, which is V I. So, to calculate P and Q, we have to calculate power factor. So, then phase between voltage and current is, see here from these two equations, 5 sin omega t minus 30, omega t plus 30. So, current lags voltage by how many angles? That is 0 degrees, this is minus 30, this is plus 30. So, between these two, the angle is 60. This is current, this is voltage, right. Current lags voltage by 60 degrees. To reach plus 30, first minus 30 to 0, 30 and between these two 30. So, 30 plus 30 60 degrees. So, current lags voltage by 60 degrees. The phase angle between voltage and current is 60 degrees, right. Therefore, P is equals to V I cos phi. Here V is nothing but Vrms, I is nothing but Irms, but here this is Vm, this is Im, which is equals to Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 into cos phi, right? Vm by root is nothing but Vrms, Im by root is nothing but Irms, but the given data is instantaneous value of voltage equals to maximum value of voltage into sine of angle, that is Vm is 100, which is equals to 100 by root 2 into Im phi by root 2 into cos of 60 degrees, which is equals to 500 by 2 into 1 by 2, right, which is equals to 125 watts. The active power is what? 125 watts. Active power is 125 watts. Like this. Next Q, reactive power, which is equals to V I sin phi. So, in case of V I is what? 500 by 2, which is nothing but 250, which is equals to 250 into sine of 60, which is equals to 250 into root 3 by 2, which is equals to 216.5 VAR, which is equals to 216.5 VAR. So, like this, S is equals to what? V into I, which is equals to 250 VA, 250 VA, which is V into I, no, Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2, which is nothing but 250 VA. So, like this we have to calculate. First we have to calculate the power factor, then substitute the value of power factor into what? This. So, this is maximum value of voltage, this is maximum value of current, okay na. So, we have to remember this, this is maximum value, this is not RMS, but in the problem this is RMS, then we have to convert this RMS into maximum, that is Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2, given data is nothing but Vm Im, that is why 100 by root 2 to 5 by root 2, like this we have to calculate PQS. Next, the problem is the current in an AC circuit is lags voltage by 30 degrees, that is current lags V by 30 degrees means what? Inductive circuit. If the input power is 400, P is nothing but 400 watts and the supply voltage V is equal to 100 sin 377t.10 degrees. Find the current. So, input supply is nothing but simply from this we have V I cos phi, we have V, we have current. So, we do not have current, we have to calculate current and we have power factor. Simply we have so 400 which is equals to Vm by root 2, which is equals to I RMS, which is equals to cos phi. So, from this what is the value of Vm? This is 100. So, 400 is equals to 100 by root 2 into IRMS into cos of what is the angle? 30 degrees, right. So, 400 into root 2, simply we can write from this IRMS equals to 4 into 2 by cos 30, that is 4 root 2 by cos 30 is nothing but what? Root 3 by 2, right, which is equals to 4 root 2 into 2, which is nothing but IRMS is nothing but 6.53 amps, correct, but you have to write with phase angle because the excitation is what? AC, not DC. The current is from this 6.53 at an angle, what is the angle? Current lags voltage by 30 degrees, angle is nothing but minus 30 degrees, like this you have to write, okay. You have to write this phase angle at last 6.53 at an angle minus 30. Why minus 30? Here the current lags voltage by 30, current lags voltage by 30, that is the meaning, that is why minus 30. If it For example, current leads voltage by 30 means 6.53 plus 30. You have to write like this. Okay. Now, this is correct answer. 6.53 at an angle minus 30 amps is nothing but the required answer. So, like this you have to calculate.